Shalom. This is Abidan from the tribe of Benjamin. I want to say Ka'alayim, La, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah Kodash. Double honors to the elder apostles who push the sincere truth around the four corners of the earth. Alright, today's lesson is going to be about the Israelites being a special people to Yahweh. We are a special people unto the Lord Yahweh. He chose us as a special people, and special means that you stand above, you stand out amongst the others. In this case, the other nations. And in the Bible, the other nations means, a group of people, a race of people. So the Israelites stand out amongst the other nations, right? So I just got that playing in the background there, just different. Some of the top athletes of all time, right? Some of them might look like a confusion of face, right? But like they're coming from Swiss and Brazil. Like these are the best athletes of all time. That means, they get into a zone in the spirit. And there is a confusion of face. We don't know what the Israelites look like. People have heard Babe Ruth is an African American, right? There's mix. Diego Maradona, right? These are Israelites. When they're the best at their craft. And not just sports, right? There's Pele from Brazil. Because we're special amongst the other nations. We are special. Yahweh has chosen us, right? Jim Thorpe was believed to be the first Native American to win a gold medal, right? Israelites were special amongst Yahweh and his people. And that's what today's lesson is about. And not just in sports, and in studies, we stand out. In music, we stand out. In intellectualness, we stand out. Doctors, brain surgeons, we stand out. Best surgeons in the world are Israelites. The best doctors in the world are Israelites. The best teachers in the world are Israelites, right? Even if they don't know that they're Israelites. And that's what today's lesson is about. We're going to go right into the scriptures and bust out, right? Bruce Lee, Apostle Tahar always says we believe, he's an Israelite, right? Could be just confusion of faith. We don't know where these Israelites come from or where we were scattered amongst the world, right? So let's jump into the scriptures and get some scriptures going here about how special we are to Yahweh. Bahashem Yahweh Shai. Alright. I think we're done with YouTube for now. Put that away. So here's 2nd Esdras, chapter 6. And we're going to go to verse 54. And after these, Adam, also whom thou madest Lord over all thy creatures, of him come we all, and the people also whom thou hast chosen. Right? The descendants of Adam is who thou hast chosen. Alright? And the descendants of Adam will be the Israelites, right? Because we're a special people unto the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Alright, so let's go to Deuteronomy chapter 7. And we're going to start with 6. Alright. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy power. Yahweh thy power hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself above all people that are upon the face of the earth. Can you say it any clearer than that? All right? Yahweh thy power hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself above all other people upon the face of the earth. He has chosen the Israelites to be above all other people of the face of the earth through the bloodline and lineage. Right? The Lord Yahweh did not set his love upon you, nor chose you, because ye were more in number than any people, for ye were the fewest of all people. Right? Israelites were the fewest of all people when Yahweh chose us. But because Yahweh loved you, and because he would keep the oath which he has sworn unto your fathers, and hath the Lord brought you out with a mighty hand, and redeemed you out of the house of bondmen, from the hand of Pharaoh, king of Egypt. Know therefore that Yahweh thy power, he is God, the faithful power, which keepeth covenant and mercy with them that love him and keep his commandments to 1,000 generations. All right? A special people above all other people on the face of the earth. Does it say any clearer than that? All right, so let's go check out the definitions. All right, first of all, here's a chart here, right? All the nations in the Bible. All 18 nations in the Bible, right? Let's go through them. Table of nations. Number 1, Israel. Yasharallah, the 12 tribes, right? Israel. From Jacob's seed. Isaac, Abraham. The promise. All right. Caucasian, Edom. Right? And in the middle is the Hebrew. Yasharallah. We got Adawam for Edom. India, Elam. Elam, right? Is India. That's the Indian people, the Indian nation. As Assyria is Ashur. All right? That's Ashur in the Bible. Syria is Aram. Okay? Arabs is Ishmael. Right? And we know in Genesis how Yahweh sent off, Sarah wanted Hagar to leave with Ishmael, and Yahweh sent them with a blessing that he was going to be an abundance of people. He was going to multiply his seed, which became the Arabs on the earth. Ishmael, right? Chinese, Moab, all right? That's who you are in the Bible. Those are the stories about Moab. Those are the Chinese. Japanese, Ammon. Ammon. All right? Shalaki, Ammon. That's the Japanese in the Bible. The Ethiopians are Cush in the Bible. All right? Cush in the Bible. Egyptians are Mizraim. All right? You always hear Apostle Tahara say Mizraim is Egypt. And America is spiritually Egypt today. Mizraim. North Africa is Foot. Right? Foot is North Africa. South Africans are the Canaanites. Right? Turkey, Gomer. All right? Russian, Magog. Okay? Gomer and Magog. You always hear the elder apostles speak on those. Turkey and Russia. Gomer and Magog. Greek is Javan. German is Ashkenaz. Alright? And Spanish is Tarshish. And Cyprus is Kittim. Alright? The 18 nations in the Bible. But the Native Americans, so-called African Americans, or Negroes, and the Spanish are, the Mexicans and the Cubans and Colombians and Puerto Ricans are Israelites, right? So-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans are the Israelites. Israel, Yasharallah, the 12 tribes that the promise was given to. All right, so that's a little edification there on the 18 nations that are in the Bible. You can look it up to keep up with the story in the Bible and help yourself understand, it kind of helps you connect the dots a little more. So let's go to generations on the etymology online dictionary. All right, generation, body of individuals born about the same period, right? But we're gonna go down to generator, person who begets, causes or produces, right? A begetter, like the generation. So Abraham begot Isaac, Isaac begot Jacob, Jacob begot Israel, right? And Yahweh changed Jacob's name to Israel. All right. Regeneration, a being born again. All right. And Yahweh talks about us following him in the life, regeneration of life in the Bible. All right. So that's generation. I put special here. Special in the definition of special, right? Better, greater, or otherwise different from what is usual, right? Special, exceptionally good or precious. We are exceptionally good or precious unto Yahweh. We are better, greater, or otherwise different from the usual nations on the earth, is what Yahweh said, right? Exceptional, particular, extra special, unusual, marked, right? Singular, uncommon. The Israelites are uncommon, notable, right? Us Israelites are remarkable, noteworthy, outstanding, unique, all right? We're the exception to the rule. We're extra special, bruh. All right? That's what Yahweh has marked us. He singled us out to be an uncommon, noteworthy, and remarkable, outstanding, unique people above all other people on the earth. Right? Let's go back to the scriptures. Deuteronomy 7 and 6. For thou art an holy people unto Yahweh thy power. The Lord that God, thy God, hath chosen thee to be a special, right? Exceptional, extraordinary people unto himself above all people that are upon the face of the earth. And who are the other people upon the face of the earth? I just showed you with the other nations. These are the other people on the face of the earth. Caucasians, Indians, Assyrians, Syria, Arabs, Chinese, Japanese, Ethiopians, Egyptians, North Africans, South Africans, Turkey, Russia, Greek, Germans, Spanish, Cyprus. All right? We are above all of them. Yasharallah, Kwam Yasharallah, arise Israel, right? That's who we are. So-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, right? Indians, Latinos, and so-called blacks, African Americans, you know what I mean, or Negro. That's us. We are above all other nations, all other tribes. Let's go back to the scriptures. And that's from Yahweh. He chose us as a special, extraordinary people. And you can see all the world record holders. That's just in sports. You can see all those men are Israelites that are hold the record, the best athletes ever on earth, right? That hold all the records. So let's go to, let's see here, Ezekiel. I think it's Ezekiel. Let's check it out. (25) and 14. We're a special people unto Yahweh, you know what I mean? And we stand out. And all Israelites, you'll recognize that when you're around other people. You always seem to be a little ahead of the game, right? A little smarter, a little faster, you can jump a little higher, right? You catch on a little faster than the others, right? Your spirit picks up on things that others don't see or hear or feel. All right. And I will lay, this is Ezekiel 25:14, and I will lay my vengeance upon Edom, right? By the hand of my people, Israel. We already saw on a chart who Edom and Israel is, right? I will lay my vengeance upon Edom by the hand of my people Israel, and they shall do in Edom according to mine anger, and according to my fury, and they shall know my vengeance, saith Yahweh the power. Thus saith Yahweh the power, because the Philistines have dealt by revenge and have taken vengeance with a despiteful heart, to destroy it for the old. I just wanted to stop at the last one. So just 14, right? He's going to bring his vengeance upon Edom by the hand of his people Israel. All right? And we saw who that is on the map. Yasharallah to bring down Israel. Yasharallah to bring down Edom, Shalaki. Yahweh is going to use Jacob to bring down Esau. He will lay his vengeance upon Edom by the hand of his people Israel. All right? It's clear in the scriptures. According to Yahweh's anger and fury. And they shall know Yahweh the power is almighty. All right? As we are special people, you don't touch the Lord's people. We're special people unto the Lord. And the Caucasians have done, they've been terrorizing the earth. The Caucasians are terrorists. They've been terrorizing the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. They put the Negroes in slavery and got free labor out of them and call them derogatory words and phrases and treat them like the bottom nation on the earth. That's how the Caucasians treat African Americans, so-called Negroes, right? And black people. Just by calling someone black, you're calling them a color. You're making it derogatory. This is what the Caucasian does, the Edomite. The Edomite is a terrorist, all right? The Edomite has done terrible things to the Native Americans in America. They've known for the American Holocaust, right? Killing millions of Native Americans to take the land and giving them smallpox blankets, using techniques to kill off the Native Americans. And, that's like chemical warfare right there. That's biological warfare, using smallpox blankets on the Native Americans. That's what the Edomite terrorists have done on the earth. Right? And the so-called Latinos, California, Arizona, New Mexico, and Texas all belonged to the country of Mexico, which is Latino. All right? The so-called Edomites terrorized the Mexicans, killed them off, took their land. Murder, death, kill, rape, plumage, to take everything on the land. So they took that from the Latinos. So the Edomites got a lot to pay for. So that's why Yahweh will lay his vengeance upon Edom by the hand of his people Israel, the Latinos, Native Americans, and Negroes. And they shall do in Edom according to the anger of Yahweh and the fury, and they shall know the vengeance of Yahweh, and that Yahweh is the almighty power, our Lord. Praise your name, Yahweh B'Hashem Yahweh Shai. Because the Edomites are terrorists, and they always want to call everybody else terrorists, but all they do is terrorize the earth, terrorize everyone on the earth. Right? No one's safe when Esau shows up to the party. Everybody's in danger. All right? Let's go to Isaiah 14:1. For Yahweh will have mercy on Jacob and will yet choose Israel. and set them in their own land, and the strangers shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob. Right? Because Yahweh will have mercy on Jacob, and he chooses Israel, and he'll set us in our own land, and all strangers will cleave on to the house of Jacob. Right? Because we are a special people, extraordinary people, extra special to Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. And the people shall take them and bring them to their place, and the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of Yahweh for servants and handmaids, and they shall take them captives, whose captives they were, and they shall rule over their oppressors. All right? So we're going to look all those words up so we can clarify some things, fam. All right? Let's start with oppressors. We got oppressors, we got captives, we got servants and handmaids. So let's bring them out. Let's get some dictionary definitions to clarify. So let's type in handmaid. In a dictionary here, handmaid, a female servant, a subservient partner or element. Right? A female servant, handmaids. So a servant's just going to be a male servant. All right? Handmaid is a female servant. Servant is a male servant. We can already see that. I'll pull it up anyway. A person who performs duties for others, especially a person employed in a house on domestic duties, or a personal attendant. Attendant, retainer, domestic help, domestic worker, domestic, right? Helper, cleaner, housemaid, maid servant, all right? Minion, flunky, right? All right, oppressor. Oppressor.
Oppressor. Oppressor.
A person, group that oppresses people, persecutor, tyrant, despot, autocrat, bully, slave driver. Who's the slave driver on the earth? Who's the bully? Esau, the Edomites, right? Who's the oppressor? The Caucasians, Adawam, Edom, oppress the other nations and tribes on the earth, right? The oppressor. Who's the bully on the earth? Who's the tyrant? Who starts all the wars? Who's the slave driver? Who owned the slaves?
Oppressor.
Right? Who's the dictator? Who's the iron hand? Who's the torturer? Who's the tormentor? The Caucasian, Edom. That's who.
Oppressor.
They're the oppressor. All right? They're the oppressor. Let's go back to the scripture. For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob and will yet choose Israel and set them in their own land. Set them in their own land. And the strangers shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob. They will cleave to the house of Israel, right? To the house of Yasharallah. And the people shall take them and bring them to their place, and the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord. Yahweh, for servants and handmaids, we will possess them. They shall take them captives, whose captives they were. And who was Israel captives to? The oppressor, Esau. the oppressors, right? Let's look up captives and possess. Where is it? Possess.
Possess.
Belonging to, one, own, right? Possessing, own, have, be the owner of, have it, one's possession, be in possession of, the be the possessor of, have to one's name, hold, law, have possession of, as distinct from ownership, right? Having as an ability, quality, or characteristic, right? Acquire, obtain, okay? So we will possess our oppressors as servants and handmaids, is written.
Possess.
Okay? We're going to possess our oppressors. All right? Those who had us captive will be captive now. Let's just look up captivity. It's all the same.
Captivity.
Captivity, the noun of being imprisoned or confined. Confinement, right? Incarceration, custody, right? Babylonian captivity, right? Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai, putting the right words at the right place at the right time, always. Praise your name, right? Babylonian captivity. And that's what this is now. We're in Babylonian captivity in America. All right? So we will have our oppressors and we will possess them. All right? He that leadeth in captivity, go into captivity. Let me look that one up. Captivity. Right? Because they had us captive. And as the scripture says, what goes around comes around. He that leadeth in captivity shall go into captivity. Let's see here. Which one is it? He that leadeth into captivity. Let me just type the phrase, see if it pops up. He that leadeth into captivity. All right. Let's see. Shalaki. I'm going to end it on this scripture here. Revelations 13 and 10. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. All right? That's the Ashkenazi slave ownership. They own the slave ships, you know what I'm saying? They led us into captivity. The Canaanites sold us out. The Moab sold us out, right? The Ashkenaz sold us out. Shipped us off, sold us out. Used us, put us into captivity, right? The Edomites had led us into captivity, the Israelites. All right. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. All right. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints. Revelations chapter 13, verse 10. Can't say any clearer than that. And that goes right along with Isaiah. A mercy on Jacob, yet Israel, right? The stranger shall cleave unto the house of Jacob. Israel shall have the strangers for servants, and handmaids are oppressors, right? He that put us into captivity is going to go into captivity. We're going to own our oppressors, and they shall be our slaves, because we are a special people unto Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. And all praises to Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai V'Kakwadash. All right, stay up, Israel. Kwam Yasharallah, arise, Israel. Let's wake up. All right, let's realize with our real eyes. Let's see and hear the frequency of our power, Yahweh, through His Son, Yahweh Shai. All right, family. With that, I'm gonna say Shalom.